good Christmas?
Yeah, I had an amazing Christmas. I got to see my family, got to see my sister, my brother, my mom and dad, grandparents. So I had an amazing Christmas.
So I ask you, is your family in town right now?
Yeah, they're definitely in town. Yeah, 100%. They came out and spent Christmas with me.
Just talk about the game, just the way y'all were able just to kind of persevere there at the end when they made that run.
We just stayed together. We continue to have each other's back through thick and thin of the game. Like you said, we persevered and came out on top. I feel like they're a good team. The good teams make runs. And, we withstood their run and, we won a game.
What are you seeing from young Malachi Branham right now, game by game, and the growth that he's showing?
He's been playing good. He's been stepping up. He works hard. He's a hard worker. I feel like that. He's putting the time, and we trust him in those situations. And as you see after game, he's been getting better and better. So I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him, and I hope he continues his success because we need him out there.
I think there was a play in the third quarter where you got in the paint, and that you made the point to find him at the three-point line. Does that just kind of show the trust that you've got in him at this point?
Yeah, we definitely trust him. He hit shots, so it was the right play. He relocated out to the three-point line, and I found him. And as soon as I seen he was open, I knew it was going in. So I definitely got a lot of confidence in him.
When a rookie comes in, how long does it take for the vets to kind of trust him?
Obviously it take a little bit because we're not used to playing with them, but we got some good rookies. They're willing to learn, and they ask a lot of questions, and they just continue to get better and better. Between Blake, Malachi, Jeremy, it's definitely a blessing to have rookies like that because I feel like they came in attentive and ready to go. So definitely unsure at first, but just quick to gain their trust because they play hard, they compete, and they want to learn and win.
What is your perspective on what Stanley Johnson brings to the table defensively so far? He's caught on pretty quickly with what you guys are doing. So.
Yeah, definitely. He's a vet. He's been in the league. This is his 8th year. So, he's definitely a hard-nosed defender. He makes good plays. He gets people involved. And, he's bringing toughness on the defensive side. And he's doing an amazing job. I feel like you guys see it. He came in and fit in right away. He's talking, being a leader, doing everything we need him to do.
What do you think of Devin's night in terms of not just the scoring, but almost every category in the box score? There's rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, just that all-around night that he put in.
I told y'all at the beginning of the year, he put in the work all summer. This is nothing new for me. We know what Dev is capable of, and we trust and believe in him. And, he just keep producing night in, night out. So, we keep giving him the ball. And, it's turning out good for us.
Thanks, Keldon.
No problem.
Trey got me the ball. That's all I'm going to say.
What do you think about just holding on to that win?
Nah, that's a big win. I think a big thing for us right now is just learning how to win, especially close games. We up like 12-13 with almost 3.5 minutes left, and they've got it back down to 3 points. So it's just learning how to close out games. I think everybody really played a really good game. I could go down and rattle out everybody. I think I got to give shout out to Malachi though. He stepped up big when his number was called, and it's a good thing for him.
How hard is that to do as a rookie to come in and play like that?
I think it just shows him growing and getting better and maturing. It's hard. There's some games where you don't play. There's some games you play 5 minutes, and then there's some games like today where you get a good amount of minutes and the ball's finding you. You just got to be ready, and you got to be able to take advantage of your opportunity. And I think that's what he did today, and he just got to keep building off that. Everybody on the team has confidence in him, so he just got to have confidence in himself.
For you on nights like tonight where the ball's going to win as much as you like, is it a focus of yours to contribute in other ways?
Yeah, for sure. My thing isn't all about scoring. And since I came out here my rookie year, I wasn't just a scorer. I was defense. I was just trying to make sure I was doing the right plays to help the team win. And I got to keep that same thing. At the end of the day, I've been blessed this year. I've had a pretty good year when it comes to scoring, but it's not just scoring. And as me being a leader on the team, I got to be out there rebounding. I got to be out there setting the tone with steals and playing defense. And I think with me and KJ and Trey doing stuff like that, everybody picks off of it and feeds off of it.
said you're not like just a scorer, but you've shown I think new flashes, new parts of your game. You got the sidestep 3-pointer, and then you scored on a side-to-side hesitation dribble. Like, is that something that people could just get used to seeing? It's more.
Yeah, for sure. I think teams are giving me a lot of different looks right now, and me just trying to adjust. I just got to find different ways to score and get involved. And right now, Coach has a lot of confidence in me, and he was drawing up a couple plays to where I could get a mismatch and just attacking the mismatch and trying to score. That's it.
Yeah, speaking of that mismatch, there were a couple plays back-to-back where you tried to switch on Mark. One you hit him with the side step, and then the next one there were some series of dribble moves that made people go. When you get that kind of reaction from the crowd, what does that feel like?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, the crowd that we had today is huge for us. I mean, as a young team, when you have somebody riling, you have your six-man riling like that and they're going crazy, it only helps you out. So that's big for us. And, I mean, just having plays like that, it's just a momentum swing. I think after that we go on a little run and it just gets everybody going. So, if I can make more plays like that, I definitely will.
This was tied to career high tonight with 8 assists. How much more comfortable are you getting surveying the floor, finding your teammates when the defenses start keying in on you?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing right now. Like I said, teams are showing different coverages right now, and I just got to be able to let my teammates get involved and help my teammates get involved. Seeing the rolls, seeing the skip guys, seeing guys cut back door. It's another part of my game where I just gotta keep growing and getting better. And watching film and doing stuff like that, I'm able to see a lot of it.
Speaking of Trey, you have probably the two biggest baskets.
2 clutch buckets, it's big buckets.
Take us through what you guys were seeing there.
I mean, it's just trust. I mean, at the end of the day, we see Trey working. We see him in the gym all the time, and that's all it is. We trust him, and he goes down, and I think he might be probably one of the fastest people in the NBA. So good luck trying to stay in front of him. And like I said, that's 2 clutch buckets, and that's only going to help his confidence carry on to the next game. We got OKC. It's going to be a big game. It's going to be a good game for us. So looking forward to that one.
Second one of those buckets when the shot clock gets down, it basically becomes he's just got to be
one-on-one. Yeah, one-on-one. I trust him. You trust him?
Had to tonight, right?
Exactly.
I trust him.
I trust him.
Thanks, Dad.
See ya.
Anything in particular you hope the guys take away from this one?
Well, I want them to enjoy the win more than anything. They competed well. They deserved it. They played well. Our big guys were great at the rim, blocked shots, rebounds, scoring, and we had a lot of people contribute around them. But I think overall they're pretty consistent defensively through the 4 quarters. We didn't play 2 quarters or 2.5 or something like that. I thought they were much more focused for more of the game at that end of the court. Their pace was really good in the first half. But, Utah's, Will does a great job with them. They got guys that can shoot it, and you knew they were going to hang in there. So it ended up being a good win for us.
Talked a little about Pirtle before the game. Did this game look like he was moving more like himself than in the previous one?
Yeah, I think he ran the floor better. I think he understands that it would take a little bit of time to get that back, but he shot some touch shots, and that tells me that he's feeling pretty good that he can take those.
What have you seen from Malachi Branham over the last stretch of games?
He's like an old school player. He's just solid. He's not affected by the lights or the NBA or any of that kind of stuff. He just comes and plays basketball. Does a really good job.
8 ties to a career high for assists for Devin. What have you seen from him as he develops his playmaking?
Well, his whole game, has improved every year. I mean, he's obviously confident, with his shots. He's moving better to get open. He's finding other people on the court because he knows he's drawing attention, and he's finding those guys. He's working on his defense, so it's all positive.
Coach, I know Stanley Johnson is still getting acclimated, but what do you think he brings to the table defensively?
He's a tough young man. He uses his strength, his body to get on people. He sets a really good example in that regard for the rest of our guys. He's a pro. He's been doing this. He's been in good organizations, and he understands everything we're trying to do pretty quickly.
obviously you had the 2 big baskets by Trey at the end of the game. What do you think about the guards' effort all night long and attacking their man, getting into the game?
Well, like I said, we had some 70-some points in the paint, so that's a pretty good indication that we got into the paint. But there were a lot of contributions, another 5-6 guys beyond our bigs, so it was a really good team effort. Okay. Have a good night.